Good morning, everybody. Doing pretty good. The holding through. Yesterday was cloudy. Got more sun than I could have hoped for. Um, Today's starting out the same way. Hopefully, we can get more sun than we can hope for. If it'll hold up at that temperature, it's more than enough. Um, it's sleep on. Uh, if the wind was blowing, you'd probably sleep under the covers. But other than that, you're still on top of the covers, kind of deal. If you get underneath for very long, you wake up sweating. But yeah, it's not bad. And yeah, that's not hooked up yet. The pumps are doing good. The inverters are doing good. The batteries are holding. And I've not turned it on yet this morning. I the little gizmo over here. I don't remember what we ended up with yesterday. I made this video a couple times and I fumbled the phone and I just gave up. I was meaning to make it again, but I never did. 1031 or 1031 is what I should have said that as. 1031 by the 13th of the 12th of this month, it would be what, 100. It's 608 for the first month. Then this is the balance, somewhere like 150 and change. We might get another 30, 40 amp hours on that in the next couple of days. We still got like 3 days left, so we'll see what we get. A good sunny day adds quite a bit. It's two kilowatt per hour is how it adds. So just do the math. It's nothing more than math. But it's doing good. It's holding is what I'm trying to get at. As long as we don't get like 7 days in a row, we're good. And we don't. That was the first time, maybe the second or probably even the third time, but where we had a week long cloudy spell. But it was like when I first got here, and I was still using a generator, so the clouds didn't mean nothing. I run that noisy bastard every day, anyways. Is what I'm trying to get at. And I still got them. It's not like I don't own the equipment. I can't stand to listen to them. I mean, it hurts my soul to listen to those generators. Um, and the bad part is a lot of my neighbors use them because there's no grid out here at all. No power. Um, this way it's like 4 miles. This way it's like 8 miles. That way it's 8 miles. It's a long way from around here, and it used to be 8 miles all the way around until they run the power line up, which is good for all them because they all and all the new people that move here like flock to that little road right there. I wish they would kind of do that to the south of the road over here. Not that I don't like neighbors, but um, we had a lot less when I moved in here, is what I'm trying to get at. We've had several hundred move in on this side of the neighborhood, which is mind numbing. I mean, like, wow. I don't know if they're all going to stay, but I mean, but you see like a grid of all these houses or whatever, and it's like pop, 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 pop. I mean, as they come in, they go in or whatever, but you're seeing like constant activity now, and it's like, wow, that's pretty wild. Um, the only upside to this house is it's like 6 foot above the desert floor, the upstairs floor, and you can look out over the windows and look down on the top of some people's houses towards town because it doesn't look like it, but the desert just does this all the way into town from here. It looks flat is what I'm trying to get at until when you're upstairs and you can look down on the roofs of other houses and you're going, oh wow, we're really up on a hill. Um, Even though it's just the longest, flattest hill you've ever seen in your life, but that's really what it is. But it's pretty wild is what I'm saying. It's a trip. Coffee's doing good. I don't know why. I thought I started that this morning. This is no good. I did not do that. I was drinking a leftover cup from yesterday, um, and that's probably why I didn't. I fixed it all. The water's in there, the coffee's in there, and I was waiting for that next cup. Matter of fact, pretty much what I come over here for. That and to make the video kind of deal. And now we'll get into that. We might even have to pause the video to get us a cup when that makes. I hope y'all are having a good day. I hope it's all that. Do I see our future being rough? Yeah, I do. Do I see our future undoable? No, not undoable. Do I see a lot of clamor globally, politically, economically? Oh, hell yeah. There's not a lot we're going to do with that, y'all. The little orange slathered up guy, he's going to do what he thinks he can get away with. And that's like whatever a mob boss could do. Is there room for concern or whatever? Well, like any other sociopath or any other serial killer or any other mass murderer, yeah, give this motherfucker some room. I mean, like a wide berth. He is repeatedly called to strike these fishing boats with no evidence of drug. He is just killing people. Yeah, take that for what it's worth. These ICE agents, these literal Nazis, that this is the second gen Nazis 2 or whatever. They'll make a movie of these fuckers, is what I'm trying to get at. 80 years from now, when they're the scum of the earth and everybody spits on their memory, is just like the Gestapo in Hitler's SS. These are the same people. These ICE agents and federal agents are in the exact same role. In history is going to tell whether they were for the side of democracy, for the side of the Constitution, for the side of like our species, or were they really for the billionaire vermin, the puppeteers or the whatever, that literally make them eat shit every day of their life, but now they're so giddy to do their bidding. That's on them. I'm not making choices, not judging nobody. I'm just saying, but understand the role, because they are the physical embodiment of the SS, the Nazi SS, or the Gestapo, or any of the Third Reich bunch. And they're cheering this shit on. They can't say, oh, it was just my job. No, asshole, it wasn't just your job to break the Constitution, to defile democracy. That's not your job. You're accepting money to be a Nazi thug, okay? But that's not your job. That's your calling. That's your purpose. That's your destiny. That's your whatever. But understand, when this orange clown is no longer in power, they're going to come after you, like, forever. Like, they're not going to stop coming after you, just like they never stopped going after the war criminals. If you rip children from mothers and beat people and kidnap and cage, okay, you're a fucking war criminal. If you kill secondhand survivors in an illegal boat strike to begin with, and then cold-bloodedly murder them, okay, you are a sociopathic mass murderer. You're not a hero. There is nothing in there that says, oh, hero, my hero, okay? You are literally like, when you can't throw up anymore and you're throwing up the acid and it's burning all the way, you're that. You're that wretched fucking pile of shit, is what I'm trying to get at. There is no upside to what you're doing. If you're following Donald Trump, this authoritarian dictator wannabe, then no, there is no upside. to what you've done. Sorry. I just mean that. I'm sorry. When you can put obstacles in front of people and make their life a living hell, and you can do all these things, and you think you're doing it for God and glory and country and blowing up survivors, no, you're not. I mean, exactly what God do you think you serve that would want you to do that? At what point? I mean, that's like you must be Muslim or something is what I'm trying to get at. Is the only thing I can think of where, oh, do some heinous act in my name and I'm going to give you 72 people to destroy their lives too. I just don't understand. I can't comprehend the hatred, the visceral hatred that religion brings into this world. The division, we as a species, we would be so much farther advanced without politics and religion. If we ever have a new world, okay, it needs to be void of those two things. How that would be structured, I'm not that smart, y'all. There's a lot of things I'm just not that smart. But I do know that billionaires, sleazy politicians that don't represent the people's will, that are not, the people are crying, they're begging for medical, they're begging for health care, they're begging for lower food. And these politicians are just clutching their pearls and wrenching their little hands and, oh, they can't defy the orange-slathered dictator. Oh, this and oh, that. Okay, let me put it really blunt. For the really stupid motherfuckers out there, you have maybe months. He is not going to let the midterm come up. He'll do whatever it takes. He'll join Russia's side in the war against Ukraine. He is going to declare martial law. There's a dozen different scenarios that he can do just to keep from being overthrown. He knows that he's going to lose the midterms, like horribly. He's not stupid. He's a sociopathic mass murderer, but he's not stupid. This is a career rapist. He's made his lifetime over molesting women. He knows his outcome when he's not president. He goes to jail. At some point, this is going to catch up to him. He's going to do everything he can. This is why they chose him. He's so fucking desperate, they understand that he cannot allow to fail. He has to carry this out. And I mean like the other sleazy, fucked up, mentally disturbed billionaires that think they need more. The ones that are too good to even pay tax. Because they think that the peasants that they fleece and grift off of and live on top of doesn't pay enough for them to grift and live on top of. Like now this is their purpose in life, is to make sure that everybody else underneath them is more miserable every day. The whole thing is, y'all, like you've seen some of these old cartoons in the past, where the people are all bent over and they're holding up the table for the rich people to eat off of. All the poor have to do is stand up. That's it. There's only 8,000 or not even that many billionaires in the world. We only have like 900 of these sleazy bastards in America. And I'm not talking about anarchy. I'm talking about get out and fucking vote. Make them pay their taxes. If your representative doesn't get you health care, doesn't make it where you can have insurance to have a hospital, where they don't make the funding so they don't steal your hospital away so you don't have to drive hundreds of miles. Okay? Hold them accountable. Impeach them. Don't vote them out. Impeach them now when they don't do what you ask them to do. File for it. Because that's what I'm trying to say. The one thing about Trump's little coup, this is like a slow-moving coup. He made sure he got, when the billionaires got him in, Elon Musk and all the rest with their social media platforms, they put this clown in power. He made sure that everything underneath him was even worse. J.D. Vance, much worse than he is. Everybody in his cabinet is much worse than he is, or at least equal mentally fucked up. In these people, if you get rid of him, well, you get somebody worse. You get rid of him, you get somebody worse. And like I said, you have months, and I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, because if you think he needs you after he declares martial law, oh, you're so wrong. See, he used you. He used the simple-minded, the ramrod, the homosexuals, and the hate mongers, and the bigots, and the race haters, and he used every one of you to get there, to install this little puppet regime. He doesn't need not one of you anymore. If you think he can turn on his inner people, the radical lunatics like Marjorie Taylor Greene and everybody else, and viscerally just wipe her off the table kind of thing, how much, he doesn't even know who the fuck you are. I mean, you're like little dogs jumping up to lick a hemorrhoid or something. God damn, man. Grow dignity. No, you're not if you were in January 6th, if you supported it, if you didn't think it was the fucking crime of the century or an absolute coup, bless your heart. Because you're not a patriot. A fake-triot at best. It's to that point, y'all. Now he's giving Ukraine until Christmas to capitulate and surrender their land, their everything to Russia, so Russia can build up again, because Russia's broke. Russia is not winning this war. Russia is absolutely not winning this war. If they made it to the first of the year, there's going to be uprisings before spring. Putin is not going to survive this. Neither is Trump. When this is all said and done and the dust settles, Trump is finally going to be convicted of some crime right here, right now. The mass murder of 80 plus innocent people without any trial, without anything, is an international war crime. At some point, somebody is going to arrest his fat, greasy ass and put him on trial. It may not be the hemorrhoid little bouncing dogs, okay, here, but somewhere, somebody somewhere is going to have enough gravity to his balls to arrest this war criminal. Then all the rest of you war criminals will be arrested and you will be tried and you will serve out your life. So, have a good day, y'all. I'm going to cut this a little bit short. My coffee's ready, and there is no reason to restart it. Okay, we'll talk to you then. All right, bye.